Hey, 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 what's going on, everybody? This is Hunter. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Today I'm going to take you on a tour of the 2025 Cherokee Timberwolf 39HBA. Now, this is going to be one of those 2-bath, 2-bedroom kind of home on wheels situation. And the nice thing about this is it has 3 slides, but notice how none of them are over here on the campsite. So you can really utilize that space. You know, those stairs are going to be removable. Those can obviously, collapse into the camper. So if you are somebody that's going to be popping this down at a seasonal site, you could really build one heck of a deck on this model. But I hope you guys enjoy the tour. If you're looking for more information, things like the length, height, tank sizes, awning sizes, including a link for the pricing, I will put that down in the description. This one is heading down to Funtown RV at one of their various locations across the country. So make sure to check that out if this is something that interests you. No matter where you are, get yourself a little bit of deals on wheels, baby. But it's the 2025 Cherokee 39HBA again. We're going to go ahead and start on the inside, work our way around the outside. If you guys don't mind, hit that like and subscribe button for daily RV content. But you're going to get 2 doors here. You got one heading into the bedroom and a sliding door, heading into the living room. So again, perfect place to build, a good little deck situation. Maybe a little lake life in this thing wouldn't be so bad. The living room, I mean, you got a really nice sized TV right there, fireplace to boot, so it keeps you really nice and a roasty and a toasty. And then this is going to be like your seating slide, so you have a little bit of extra pull out space right there for some extra guests possibly. You have the zebra shades. This is going to be in like the half Dracula mode, and then you can close it up right there to go full Dracula. Stop the old skin from sizzling. Pretty nice to have that. I do prefer the night shades, the day and the night shades, but I think if you want to save a couple bucks there on the light situation, that's definitely the second best route to go there. Overhead storage, real wood for the cabinetry, really nice tall high slides as well. I mean, I'm 6 feet tall, and you're looking at about 6'8" or so. So that's going to be nice for you taller folks. And then you can see, obviously, you got the table for 4, set up right there. That's where you're going to be, getting a little bit of work done, having a meal, maybe sharing, a coffee with honey buns, something of that nature. Now you flip it around, bathroom, bedroom through there, by the way. This is going to be, your kitchen, obviously. You got your sink, oven, refrigerator, the works right there. Heck, you even got the little microwave and plenty of storage. Solid surface countertops. Babe, if you're watching, I love you. Before we get to the kitchen, you got your fuse box, battery disconnect, and then, your control panel with all your different slide outs, your awnings, the accent lighting. I'm not a huge fan of the blue personally, but maybe drop a comment. Let me know what you think. I think having a white accent lighting, might be the move. But you turn it off, you're good to go. It'd also be nice to kind of sit down with honey buns, kind of set the mood with some accent lighting, watch a movie on that big old TV. So, let's see here. What am I doing? Oh yeah, right here. This also has tank heaters too, which is nice. So you have a heated and enclosed underbelly for you. So that way, you can camp a little bit earlier or later. It's really just going to expand some of your camping experience. 2 pull-out drawers. That one's already got its way working on a junk drawer. But you're going to have the farm-style sink too, which is going to come with hitting those dishes from all angles. You got the high-rise faucet. You also have a little bit of a cup cleaner. Let's see if we got any juice left. There you go. Clean your cups with no problemo. You got that pink juice right in there. That's going to be antifreeze, because obviously we're in the middle of winter, so you don't want anything freezing up. Comes from the factory that way. 3 top burner to whip up all the fixings, and an oven big enough to maybe cook up one of those little Cornish hens. And then right here, is going to be your microwave. You also are going to get quite a bit of storage. Like if you guys are big time drinkers, you have, room for, 4 wine bottles, possibly a bottle of Bourbonia might be nice. Get cracking some cold ones right there. More storage, maybe a place to hide like some coffee pods or like a Keurig or something like that when you're in travel mode. And then the refrigerator, it's going to be the Contour. Big old 12-volt sucker. I'm going to guess probably 16 cubic foot, maybe 18, something around there. But you really, enough room for a week's worth of food. No problem. If you're buying this, I'm assuming you probably either have like a bigger kid or it's going to be like a shared space just for down at the campground there for you. More wine too. Okay, no, I'm just seeing that again. Going a little crazy. I woke up at 6 in the morning, started recording, and you guys know me, if you guys have watched my videos before, eventually I start going a little bit mad, and I'm feeling a little bit loose as a goose right now. All right, heading into the to the back room. And I don't know if I would make this the master suite or not, but this is nice because it actually has the bathroom attached to the bedroom. The other one has the bathroom's kind of more like an open space for everybody. So I think it might be kind of cool just to have your own private bathroom. But you get the queen bed back here. That's going to be the only drawback. But, you know, me and my wife are snugglers. Even though we got that big old California king, we still end up using only about half the dang thing. Emergency exit, so pull, push, and plop. You can get out in a hurry. I apologize. The emergency exit is on the other side. I'll show you that here in a second. It's a regular window. You also have a countertop right there with USBs and a little bit of overhead storage. Now you flip it around. Right here is your emergency exit. And on the outside, again, mirrored reflective finish to the windows. You have outlets, cable, a place where you can hang up, you know, a TV or two. And then, I mean, check that out. Plenty of hanging room right there, which is always a plus. You got 4 pull-out drawers. And then as you're coming into here, big old bathroom. I mean, Shaq could stand in here and be just fine. But you're going to have the porcelain foot flush throne. You got a little mirror to check out the bowling gun, baby. And then bada bing, bada boom, access to your plumbing. You're also going to see the Max Air fan. So that'll be located right up there. They use the Steam or Stink Sucker 3000. More storage for more stuff. And this just keeps going down. There's even another set as we hit the ground. And then you got the little friendly octopus guys, you know, hang a towel on me. They're just waiting to, you know, to help you out, help keep you dry. Look at that shower. Pretty good. And I kind of like how the wall kind of goes over here too. I don't know why, but it adds just like a little bit extra privacy feeling to it. I don't even know why I like that really, but I think it's pretty nice. I mean, you don't even have to show that off. I mean, I'm 6 foot, 300 pounds. There's plenty of room in the shower. We can move on. The toilet's in a good sitting spot, good pooping spot. You know, you're ready to rock. And now we're back out to the living room. And, you know, once you add on the little fan right there, the propellers, it doesn't work very well currently. You know, right now, I actually think it's on. And I can tell you, it's not producing a lick of a breeze. But if you put on those little, you know, the little propellers, I think that would work just fine. You're going to get a couple ACs in this unit. Let's see here. I think you got 2 15K ACs. But I like the Furrion fireplace. So if you guys are, or the Greystone fireplace, sorry, it's the 36-incher. Puts out 5,100 BTUs of heat. So it's going to heat the entirety of this living room, you know, no problemo. With proper airflow, you could probably get it to suck down into the bedroom if you put like a, you know, box fan or something like that. If you're trying to, you know, save a couple pennies on the propane, you know, depending on the price of that. You also have speakers up on the roof too. The AC is going to be all ducted, and it is going to be on the H-track system. So it's going to be just shoop, shoop, zipping on down. Sliding glass door. So this is where the other bathroom is. Just a touch bigger in a different way. So you have, you know, a mirror here, boom. And then you got another mirror for another gun, boom. Tankless on-demand hot water heater. You got your bowl. Another Steamer Stink Sucker 3000 up on the roof. So you got 6,000 strength of Steamer Stink Suckers. You're also going to have a bigger shower back. Well, no, it's actually probably the same size. They're both big showers, which is nice. Usually there's a little skimpy, rinky-dink one, but I do like the fact this has a place where you can, you know, sit down or, you know, shave your legs or something like that. Like my wife, you know, she could hike a leg up there and do a little bit of shaving, do a little bit of razoring. Well, that's cool too. I like having that. That's nice. And then here into the bedroom, again, you have your own separate entrance. So, you know, take your pick on which one. If you're paying for it, you can do it. You can see it's a little bit bigger of a bed. I'm going to say it's probably a Camper King. That could be a queen. It looks a little better. Maybe that's just my head going a little cuckoo. But again, that'll be down in the description along with that price link. But same thing as before. Upper storage, shelf, USBs. But into here, you're also going to get the washer and dryer or, you know, hanging room, whichever way that you prefer to use it. Now, just to the left of that, you have more hanging room. And then below, you're going to get a little storage there too. And then right here is going to be like a maintenance hatch for, you know, some of like your plumbing and stuff like that. You're also going to get a second heat source. So another electric fireplace. That's going to be great. Again, cutting down on some of those costs from the propane for you. Bada bing, bada boom. All right, guys. What do you guys think? There's the other AC right there. Again, this is the 2025 Cherokee Timberwolf 39HBA. Now we are here on the exterior. This is going to be an aluminum sided camper, so you might hear the word stick and tin. So it's aluminum on the side, wood 16 on center going throughout the unit. So it's going to be just a little bit heavier, but this is going to be, again, a park model, so that really won't affect you too much. You're going to have the 30-pound propane bottles, a place for 2 different batteries, and then you have the rock guard here up front when you are shipping it. Now down at the bottom, you're going to have the armored protection. So basically that just means heated and enclosed for the end of belly. And don't forget too, you do have those tank heaters. You're going to get 4 manual stabilizing jacks. So you're either going to put it up on blocks or you're going to drop those down with a 5/16 bit. You can just zip them right on down. The Solera series for the awnings. Now you got 3000 series. So basically that's going to be a 12-volt awning there for you. So if you do want to install solar, it can run off that. Or, you know, if you're in a pinch, maybe you lose power, you got some batteries hook up, you can still put that in and out, you know, with the battery power, with the 12-volt basically. LP Quick Connect, so if you're building up a deck or if you want to hook up a grill, you got access to the propane right there. Your 2 marine grade exterior speakers with a Y bracket, outlets, and then the cable and satellite hookup as well. So like I said before, or at least I believe, because I restarted this video a couple times, these stairs are removable, so that way you can build up that deck. You got a little bit of a larger grab handle than most, and then you have a center support for your awning as well. This is going to be the back end here of the water heater. You got a little leash latch there on that corner, and then this is a tall mamma jamma. I mean, this thing is no joke. This thing is a behemoth. So you're going to need a little bit of help. That's the Lippert on-the-go ladder system to get on top of your roof. You know, to check your seals, check your slides, make sure everything is on the up and up there. Heading over onto this side, you are eligible to put a slide topper on all 3 of these slides if you want, which is a piece of awning that goes from here to here, and it prevents debris from falling on top of your unit. You got your black tank and your galley tank. This is going to be a black tank cleaner. So basically it's you know, sprinkler system there for your poop tank. As you're heading around, see what we got here. That is locked up. That's going to be a little exterior storage. And then right here should be, you know, your other sewer outlet connection and your fresh water drain. Yeah, linking up in right there at the Y. Fresh water connection, city water connection, black tank flush again, and then your exterior shower. That is storage under the bed there too as well. But all right, guys, hope you guys enjoyed the tour. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. Again, my name is Hunter. This is the 2025 Cherokee Timberwolf 39HBA. See ya.